Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm Libby, and I thought I would do a little study vlog today because I have a lot of work to do from week 2, so I'm going to try and get as much done as possible today before the weekend. I thought I'd bring you along and show you what I'm getting up to today. But before we get started, I'm really excited to be working with LexisNexis on this video today. So LexisNexis are a global company that provides software to give you access to and guidance on the law, so you can be successful in your studies and in practice. You may already be familiar with their legal database called Lexis Library, with all of the sort of journals and case law and everything. So today they wanted me to talk to you about the importance of time management for increasing your employability. So obviously time management is such an important skill to have just working on your degree, and it's even more important if you've got other responsibilities and stuff like that as well. It's also such a good skill to improve your career opportunities. So I bang on about time management and planning and stuff all the time. So I'm going to give you 3 of my personal top tips for time management, and then I'm going to talk you through how these skills are transferable and will be of use in your later career. So if you've watched any of my other vlogs, any of my other videos, you know that I absolutely love a to-do list. Having a visual of everything that you need to get done in a week and in the day I find is so helpful for sort of focusing you on what you need to achieve. Number 2 is prioritization. So I do this with my to-do list and my planner, so I can see exactly when I need to do everything by, so I know exactly what to prioritize based on what I need to get done by when and how much time I think everything's going to take me, so I don't get caught out by a late deadline or something like that. And the third one is breaking down longer term tasks. So I find this so helpful. If I have a long-term goal that seems quite far off or big or unachievable, I'll break it down into manageable goals. So this can be, I want to read 50 books this year, so that means I have to read a book a week. I have an essay to write, so that means I will read a couple of articles a week for it, or set sort of like incremental goals, which means that without sort of realizing it, you're going towards achieving that big goal and you're not sort of hit with that big deadline at the end. Transferring this into applications, I've mentioned the fact that I can manage my time effectively with other responsibilities and roles I have in pretty much any application. I might get asked about it in an interview. It's great for employability, but it's a really transferable skill. It's also so important in this sort of time allocation, time management, to invest time in increasing your employability. So it's a brilliant idea to make use of all the resources that you have while you're still at university. A great way to do this is through LexisNexis platforms, Lexis PSL and Lexis Library, which are legal databases which are used every day by lawyers, and getting to know how to use these platforms will stand you in such good stead for your future career, and you can feel confident using these tools before you go into any new jobs. And a great way to feel more confident in this is through the Lexis Library Legal Research Certification and the Lexis PSL certification on learning how to effectively use the legal database, which I mentioned in my video about how to build a law CV, which I will link down below. Doing the certification is completely free for university students, and you can pop it on your LinkedIn, you can pop it on your CV. They also have a LexisNexis Student Hub, which has all sorts of useful information on how to reach your academic potential, which I will also link down below. And ultimately, it's just so important to be able to manage your time well for your personal and professional development, and it's definitely something you can mention in your applications and something that you might be asked about in interviews. So yeah, I'm so excited to be working with LexisNexis today, and I will link all the details and everything down below if you want to check anything out. So let's get into some studying with me. A lot on the agenda today. It's Friday, which is the end of week 2, and I've only done the week 2 work for 2 of my modules out of the 4, so I need to do as much as possible of the week 2 work for the other 2 modules today to be as caught up as possible, because I'm trying to do not as much work on the weekends now. So on the agenda today, I have a massive to-do list. I've got to watch the Land week 2 podcasts, read the Land chapter 7, which will be long, and then read the Land chapter 9, which will also be very long. And then I've got Equity week 2 podcasts, which there are 4 of. Equity pages 271 to 294, Equity pages 322 to 334, and Equity cases, which I think there are like 6 of. And then I've also got a taught seminar at 11:30, which I have luckily done all of the work for because it was supposed to be on Monday when I first looked at my timetable. It's 1:30 till 2:30 I've got a trust trusts lecture. So it's going to be very fun, and I've got a lot to get done today, but I'm definitely not going to get all of that done. I'm just going to try and get as much done as possible. Because I've got my equity live lecture today, I'm probably going to start with the equity podcast, so I'm up to date with the content. That is where I'm going to start, I think, today. Let's get on with doing some work. So here I'm making a start on the 4 podcasts that I had to watch for constructive trusts, which is part of my equity and trust module, which is basically just about constructive trusts as opposed to express trusts, and all of the different types of constructive trusts, and the theme of unconscionability. For my talk seminar at 11:30, I had about an hour and a half, which meant I could get 3 podcasts done as I did them all back to back before my seminar, which I then went on to join, which was for tort, which was about negligence and duty of care. I've just had my seminar and I've watched 3 out of the 4 equity lectures. So I've done my tort seminar and I just need to watch 1 more equity lecture, and then I need to decide what I'll move on to after that, but I'll probably have some lunch first. So I just need to get through 1 more equity lecture. So after I finished the final equity lecture, we have a function where we can tick off all the tasks we've completed on our learning environment online now, and then I've also crossed it off my to-do list. Finished all 4 of those podcasts, attended a seminar, and it is 1:20, and I've also had some lunch quickly as well. So I'm going to have a little breather until my lecture. There's a live lecture for equity at 1:35, which will be about all of the stuff that I've just been learning on the podcast, which is basically constructive trusts. I'm not sure whether to go on to do more lectures afterwards or do the equity reading, because I'm always the most behind on equity because I probably like it the least. So I think maybe I should get a bit ahead, or at least be up to date with it for once. So here I'm in my live lecture for equity, which is mostly sort of running through how to answer problem questions effectively, and then running through the specific facts of a problem question that have been provided. And then I went to make myself a cup of tea before having a little break before I went to get on to do some more work. So it's 2:30 now, and I'm going to move on to trying to do some of the textbook reading for equity, which will be on the same topic. So I'm going to be all equitied out by the end of the day. So here I did a couple of hours of the equity textbook reading, which I managed to get the first extract of the reading done for, but didn't quite get onto the second, and I did this until 5 o'clock. I did also have a little tea break in the middle as well. So it's 5 o'clock now, and I've been doing that reading since 2:30, and I've done the first 25 pages, whatever it was of that. I did also have a cup of tea, and I was procrastinating a little bit, so it probably took me a little bit longer than I should have done, and I've just got 12 more pages to do for that. And I also forgot, but I actually have a book event that I'm supposed to go to for my human rights and human dignity module, which is where my module convener is speaking about her book. She said that it's kind of compulsory, so I have that at 6 o'clock, because I think it's at 1 o'clock US time. So I have that at 6 p.m, so I've got another hour until that. In the meantime, I'm going to finish editing a video, and then I want to plan some content as well. I also need to edit a video that I've almost finished editing and upload that to go up this Sunday. So here I'm just finishing editing my vlog, which is up already on my channel, so you can go over and watch that. And then I exported it and uploaded it to YouTube before planning some more content that I was going to try and get filmed over the weekend. And then at 6 I went to the Human Rights and Human Dignity book talk while I had a little bit of dinner and made some notes. that book talk has just finished, which was quite interesting. And then tonight I'm going to import the footage from today and try and edit this. I'm trying to like batch content while I have a little bit more time. That's all my like studying done for the day. I'm just going to edit now. Yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did. Hope that's been interesting, and I will see you in the next video.